Greetings, it is a brew day. It is a very busy brew day, okay? Because I'm doing another one of these 30-minute mash, 30-minute boil, no mash out. I'm trying to get everything done within 3 hours, like we did the last time, the last brew. I'm tasting it again. This is a hoppy beer, so there's going to be a hop stand at the end, but I reckon that I could be cleaning up while the hop stand's taking place and all that, so that's what I'm kind of aiming for. Don't need to do it. I'm not in a rush or anything today. I don't have anything on, but I want to try and bottom out the process before we get to the winter time. And then it's going to be, because there's nothing more miserable than being out there and it's cold and wet and all sorts going on. So at the minute it's boiling. I've just done the first hop drop, okay? I've got a pre-boil here. So a 30-minute mash, okay? And we're sitting at 10:40, maybe 10:42. That looks like maybe 10:41. Let's call it 10:41, okay? The recipe is 10:40, which is good. Pre-boil gravity. So, and the only thing that I haven't got is the volume, okay? Because the mash pipe is out there and it's still draining because everything's really pushed through really quickly. So I'm still going to be adding that. So I've only got about 26 litres in that. So obviously that'll throw out the efficiency. But if that's right there with what's in the pot now, that's still 80% efficiency. The plan was to get 82%, but obviously that's with the volume as well too. But I'm more interested in the gravity. That 30-minute mash, it seems you get exactly the same numbers as you would with a 60-minute mash. So why do a 60-minute mash, okay? I don't know. So we're brewing today Zumba dust, it's called. It doesn't take a genius to work out what this is, okay? And it's very simple, which is Golden Promise, base malt, 93%, and the rest is just Chateau Wheat Blanc. And the hops, you'll be surprised to know that the hops are all citra. And we've got oh okay, I'm just seeing now, I'll just say I've done the first hop drop. I'm just seeing now that the first hop drop's not until 10 minutes, so I've just done a 30-minute hop drop. See, this is what happens when you get pushed for time, so we need to recalculate this fast. So yeah, 10 minutes citra. That's just ridiculous. 75 grams at 20 minutes and 100 grams of citra for a dry hop. So, okay, let's have a look and see what's going on here. This is not going well. This is live errors, live fuck ups. Okay, so we've done 10 minutes already of the boiler. We're coming up to 10 minutes. So should I just do flame out? I don't know. This is going to be a hazy pale as well too, so I don't need to do protoflock or anything like that. And in terms of IBU, let's have a look. $25 IBU. So we'll give it another couple of minutes and then we will do the hop stand. This is insane. This is not even a 30-minute boil. This is a bloody 10-minute boil. 15-minute boil. I mean, it was boiling for a few minutes beforehand when I got up to temp when I was in the house. So, yeah, okay. Well, okay. This is not going well. So, yeah. Okay, well, we'll let it go for a couple of minutes and then we'll get the hop stand on it. And we'll hope that it turns out alright. Has anyone ever done like a 10-minute boil on any beers? Because we're making history now. Classic. Okay, hop stand. There's 75 grams of citra, I believe that is. So we've got down to 72, it looks like. I wanted to get it low, not have it. I normally do 75, but anywhere between 80. It gives me like 5 over or 5 under. I'm trying to go low this time because I don't want any extra bitterness. So it did it for 20 minutes, a 20-minute boil, and then that should give us an extra few IBU. Luckily enough, the IBU was only 25, so it says on the recipe 33, so that should be fine, but I don't want any excess more than that, so that's the point of that. So that's going to be 20 minutes. In terms of the time, we're pretty much on schedule. Okay, that is our brew day over. So in terms of time, that's what it's looking like now. I finished about 5 minutes ago, to be fair. So yeah, the whole mess up with the boil, that's not going to it. We're using clipper yeast for this, so let's get it pitched and we'll have a look, see what we got in terms of the boil. It's 10 grams going in. So gravity then, 1044, it was the recipe for a 30-minute boil. We did a 20-minute boil and we've got 1044. That looks like 1043, possibly, probably 1044. So not too bad. I don't imagine it's going to have too much of an effect. The purpose of the boil, correct me if I'm wrong, is to concentrate the wort, is to sanitize the wort and to get rid of proteins, isn't it? So this is a hazy beer anyway, so we don't need to worry about the whole protein thing. No protofloc in either. Concentration of wort, not overly fussed on. It's a hazy beer, it's a light beer. Let's not worry too much. I'm not looking in-depth flavor on the malt, because it's all about the hops, and yeah, we're not chasing after an OG gravity. So yeah, and the other thing then obviously is the IBU, getting the IBU up as well. That's another thing, I suppose. But so we've got a little bit more than what we had, but let's not worry about it. We'll not worry about it until we come to taste it. So until then, I'll come back when I get everything cleaned up. I'm aiming for 3 hours. It was actually 2:56 in the last brew day. Everything got sorted because it was still on that. Just to wrap it up, 2:58. I'm 2 minutes outside the record, but still, that's under 3 hours. I did wash 2 kegs as well, so maybe that's why I'm 2 minutes outside. Anyway, that's it. We'll do a dry hop on that. I'll probably not be back for that, but you will see me in a few seconds with a beer in my hand. Nice. Easy, obviously. He is bomb. Nice colour on it. Nice little head on it. Excellent stuff. I mean, it's nothing but citra on it, so it is exactly how you would imagine. There is something magical about citra though, isn't there? It's just not like anything else. It really isn't. And it's got this really kind of pungent, fruity aroma. There's like bits of orange. There's a little bit of grapefruit, but it's mostly kind of orange and some kind of tropical fruit in there as well. Maybe like a grapefruit rind, actually, maybe. I'm not on the smell. Something else as well. And something else actually that reminds me of mosaic. It's like maybe it's like a pineapple-y type of thing. Oh, it smells fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So this is the one that was the 20-minute boil, as we've just seen. It was completely by accident. In case I didn't make it clear in the video, I threw in the 10-minute addition at the start of the boil of 30 minutes. Not thinking, wasn't thinking anything because everything was just going past so fast. And then obviously we cut and on. So it ended up a 20-minute boil rather than a 10-minute hop drop. Okay, this is the first taste of it since it's been carbonated. I did taste it out of the fermenter last weekend. and it was tasting decent. It tasted like it needed a little couple of days to condition out, but oh my god, it's got that couple of days. Okay, cheers. I'm going in. It's really cold. I finished at 4.5%. 10-10 got down to, and we get another one. It is super fruity. So what I thought when I was tasting it out of the fermenter, I was thinking there's a little something in there. It's like, it tasted a bit grainy or something like that, and I wasn't sure why that was. It's definitely on the way out. I can still taste it in there. It's not bad taste or anything like that. It's just, it's maybe a bit more than what it normally would be, maybe. Why that is, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just me looking for something, because I'm thinking, I only got a 20-minute boil and a 30-minute mash. There must be something wrong with it, right? It probably isn't. But no, that's the only thing. So, in terms of the bitterness as well, bitterness is not, it's like, what was it, 30? It ended up with something like 30 ABU, something like that. 34 ABU. So it's basically next to nothing. So I could still mess it up and it turned out okay. It's quite light, but there's still a bit of a body to it, which is good, which is what it needs. Because when you drink like a hazy beer, I always think this is going to be big, and then when it's not big, and I always had trouble drinking the big ones, the really big ones. Not the first one. The first one always went down really nice and easy, but it was the ones after that. So that, but that's nice. That is good. Nice color on it as well. The pressure fermenter. Now I did have a pressure fermenting at 5 degrees, or 5 psi. Sorry, I should say. So possibly we could have got it a bit lower than that. Maybe just taking it off altogether. But taste dead on. And as I said, the only thing is that kind of grainy taste, wherever that's coming from. I'm not sure. I can't imagine it's from the boil. I can't imagine. It's probably just from the hops, and the hops need a little bit of time to die out. So we had it was all citra going in. In terms of the grain, it was just two different types of grain, which is the Golden Promise and Wheat Blanc, I think. So yeah, which is only a little bit of that. And then the citra. There was the citra, the 25 grams I put in at 20 minutes accidentally. And then we had 75 grams going in for a hop stand, and then another 100 grams for a dry hop. And there was still a big carousing on it too whenever I did the dry hop, and it didn't look like it was going away, but yeah, maybe we did. Maybe that has something to do with it as well, but I think it was pretty much finished. So yeah, what we've learned there is that it is possible to do a 20-minute boil. So we might try it again for our next beer. Now I've already done another beer, which is a stout, and we went for the 30-minute method again. Now I will say that the mash efficiency I got on that, it dropped a good bit. So I'm not sure why that was, whether that was something to do with the time, or whether it was something to do with the actual grain itself, all that special grain and whatnot I put in. Maybe had something to do with it. Maybe I need to mash it a bit longer, I don't know, but I'll not really know unless I do another brew this week. But I'm not going to do that. So well, it'll have to remain a mystery, I think. But as far as this one goes, and this is basically using the Golden Promise as the you know, the main malt, which was in the stout as well. And it's everything went as normal. Mash efficiency was dead on, and it fermented down to pretty much where it was supposed to, like down at 10:10. So I mean, I can't really complain. So it works. So from now on, well, no, I was gonna say from now I'm gonna sack off the hour-long mashes and the hour-long boils, but I want to do a Pilsner first as a test and see, just to see. I imagine it'll be the same for double batches. I don't really know. I can't see why it wouldn't, but who knows. But I think we're pretty much going to go that way from now on. It's an awful time saver. I mean, even after the brew and Sunday, it was like 3 hours, all cleaned up inside 3 hours, and I would still be brewing, doing it the other way. So it's a hell of a time saver, and yeah, it's a better quality of life, really, isn't it? If I'm in there doing stuff with my actual family rather than out here doing stuff by myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, my back was still broke by the end of the night, but that's more kind of all that cleaning up, so it does it, bending over and stuff. Anyway, enough of my yakking. Cheers. I shall see you the next time, okay? So, cheers. Until then. Gin gin. The tilt is designed for a certain weight of battery, and that is slightly too heavy, and then that's something that's skewing with the readings. So I was trying to find a battery to replace it with, and I found one of these, a Varda, and I think Varda is, I don't know if this is the right type or what. Well, I mean, I know it's the right type for that, but I mean, is it the right weight? Maybe. I can't get the lid off. I don't know how to get the top off. I don't know how I got the top off to get that in. I have tried and tried, and I cannot get it off. See if this comes off first time. I'm going to be really annoyed that it didn't do this early on. Oh God almighty. Whist. Got it. I've got it. I'll have to try and get the back off that. Okay, so, oh fuck, hold on, this is ridiculous. Where did I do the battery? It's still in my pocket. Come on. Okay, I finally wrestled it out of the packet. Ignore everything from the last 5 minutes, because the Varda battery is not even the right type. It's not even the right type. So yeah, it looked like the right type from about 10 meters away, but you know, it's too late now. Let's say that. That's this channel's catchphrase. It's too late now.